Guys, Cam Reddish is not going anywhere. You hear me? Nowhere. What is going on, Hawks Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Hawks Fan TV. As always, I'm your host, AC, and I hope you guys are all having a great day out there so far. We're just going to go ahead and dive straight into today's episode, and that is involving one of my favorite players currently, a player that I'm incredibly high on, a player that I think could easily become the second best player on this team behind Trey, and a player that I think once he reaches his max potential could be an elite two-way wing all-star type player, and that is, of course, Cam Reddish. Now, as you can see by the title, there's been a lot of news, rumors, speculation around Cam Reddish's name and the Hawks potentially trading him this offseason for a draft pick in return. Now, his name has been a hot topic in the last 24 hours, mainly because of one person, one account in particular, and his name is Jonathan Giovanni, and his Twitter handle is @DraftExpress, and this is what he said yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He said, NBA executives say that they expect the Hawks to explore restarting the cycle of one of their rookie-scale contract players, such as Cam Reddish, in exchange for a first-round pick, as it seems unlikely they will be able to pay all of their young wing players. Now, if you want to know how I took that tweet, basically this translates to the Hawks have too many good young assets that we're not going to be able to afford down the line. So let's get rid of one of our best young asset in return for a player that's never played a single minute in the NBA. So it sounds ridiculous, right? That's because it is. When you put it like that, it sounds almost just foolish that the Hawks would even consider trading away a player like Cam Reddish for a draft pick, unless it's maybe the number one overall pick. I'm not trading Cam Reddish away for any other player in this upcoming draft because I don't think they have the potential that Cam Reddish does. In addition, Cam Reddish has already played in the NBA. We've seen what he can do against other NBA players. We've seen him drop 25 points against NBA players. We've seen him play elite level defense on all NBA players. So it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I will say though, Jonathan Giovanni, he's a fairly big account, so he's a semi-big deal. He's got 167,000 followers on Twitter. He has a pretty reputable track record, and he has accurate predictions in the past. He actually correctly predicted the Atlanta Hawks would take Onyeka Okongwu in last year's draft, which of course we did, so he was right about that. So he is pretty plugged in with the NBA and what's going on, but more so when it comes to drafting players. Not, in my opinion, not so more of actual free agency and trades and things like that. And on top of that, I don't know how well he is plugged in with the Atlanta Hawks specifically. So this is a bit of an eyebrow raiser for me because it really makes no sense when your general manager has gone on record saying that he expects Cam Reddish to play in Summer League. Our head coach, which we just inked a 4-year deal for just a couple weeks ago, who's gone on record saying how much of a fan he is of Cam Reddish's game and the type of potential he sees in him. And so when you have messaging like that from your front office, from your head coach, why would we trade a player like that for a draft pick? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, especially given the fact that Cam Reddish still has 2 full years left on his rookie deal. He just finished year 2, so we still have a lot of time. If worst case scenario, we do have to get rid of some of our younger players like DeAndre Hunter or Cam Reddish, we still have a lot of time to do so. If anything, Kevin Huerter's name makes a lot more sense in this case, going into his 4th and final year of his rookie deal for a draft pick. That makes a lot more sense than someone like Cam Reddish, because as we all know, going into next offseason, we have to pay up Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, things like that. So things are going to get a little bit more dicey, but Cam Reddish still has 2 full years left on his deal, and it just makes zero sense. But I will say, like, Draft Express, they're not some random scrub account, some random podcaster that has 3,000 followers. He's a fairly semi-big deal, but still, in my opinion, I think there's less than a 1% chance that this is actually true. I fully expect Cam Reddish to be in a Hawks uniform come next season. So if you're someone like me who who just is really high on Cam, who loves Cam, and they want to see Cam in a Hawks uniform for a very long time, then rest assured, I don't think that this is going to happen. And Travis he's not an idiot. Like, he's not going to trade a player of Cam Reddish's potential for another player that might have potential for a team that's in win now mode. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I don't think this is going to happen. This is really just more of a clickbait title, clickbait headline to get engagement up, to get people talking about his account, and clearly it's working. I'm talking about it right now, but I just wanted to address this in a fairly short episode today. So I don't think that the Hawks are going to trade Cam Reddish. I don't think they should, and I think it would be incredibly stupid of them if they did. So let me know your comments, your thoughts, questions, concerns about this news coming out yesterday. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, so leave it in the comments below. That's really going to be it for today's episode. If you like Hawks content like this, I will be making videos like this on a daily and weekly basis, bringing you guys the most up-to-date news, rumors, debates of all things Atlanta Hawks. So please hit that subscribe button. I will also be doing live streams for every single game going into next season. We'll also be taking live caller reactions. So if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, I do also want to end this video on this little snippet here. I actually tweeted this out from the Hawks Fan TV Twitter account just a couple hours ago, and this is taken directly from Cam Reddish's Instagram. And this is just a little snippet of him putting some work in the lab, okay? Off-season just started. He's back in the gym, getting his work in. He's preparing for year 3. In which, in my opinion, I think this is really going to be his breakout year. It would have been this year, but injuries derailed that. So I'm ready to see what Cam can do in year 3. I think he's ready to give this entire NBA league absolute hell. Like, players like this, 6'9", 6'10", who can guard multiple positions, 1 through 4, can shoot, dribble, pass, you name it. Like, they don't just grow on trees, guys. Like, Cam Reddish has insane potential. We've seen already flashes of it in the past 2 years. And I'm very, very excited on what Cam's going to do next season. So, again, why would we trade a player like this? Like, he is the prototypical NBA player that a lot of teams covet. Athletic, big, 6'9", 6'10" wing, can guard multiple positions, can score, get you a bucket. Like, he has all NBA defensive potential, multi-time all-star potential. And, his game is smooth as butter. Like, it really, like, the whole Paul George comparison really, makes sense, because that's who he reminds me of as well. So I'm excited on the potential. I think next year he's really, really going to take off and really put the league on notice and really show the world what he's capable of. We saw a little bit of that in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks. And, I mean, guys, he came off the bench, his third game back coming off a 4-month break, and set a Hawks franchise record for most threes in a conference finals game coming off the bench. Like, he's about that life. He has crazy high potential. I'm excited what he can do. That's it for today's video. And yeah, if you want to see Cam Reddish in a Hawks uniform next season, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts, comments, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Go Hawks.